almost there.
Make me come so hard.
What, Tanner, you didn't work today?
I did for a little bit, but I had a lot of inspections and adjuster meetings, so they got canceled. So.
Gotcha.
The rest of my week's kind of full.
So the Halloween party is gonna be like a. Hopefully, it's gonna be a fucking end of this house. So it's gonna be a ragey.
What day is it on?
Saturday.
This Saturday?
No, it'll be November 2nd.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Man, how have you lost 3 games already so far? There, Bryce. Fucking nerd. Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Ooh, damn.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Flushed out right. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's on the 1st-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Watson. That's Stills bringing it in.
Didn't spit on it. He just fucking shot it over.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Didn't help that I played gypsy as fuck.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
That was so close.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 21, it's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Derek, why did why did Derek?
It's complete to Fuller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Attacking, attack! Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike 55.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a first and 10.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill, complete.
Great.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Check 24. 15.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. That one complete to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
That's for you to figure out, huh? Nerd.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Oh.
Ooh, damn.
A terrific
Shank.
return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Oh.
It's complete. Still.
Late there, Tanner.
And he'll be taken down
Nathan,
across the
is that one
50
a
at the
basic
45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
What the fuck,
And that is
man?
incomplete. He
wouldn't
couldn't
let
hold
me.
on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of
That was
pressure
like
in his
Aaron
face, it
Triangle
just
to
shows
pick
how
it.
difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
We're set. 19. You better be afraid. Look to the board. You better be afraid.
Again, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Mecole Hardman is ridiculous. He's a sleeper.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 31, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And it will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had
and you got hit by Mac.
Instead,
What the
it's second
hell?
down.
I would have been extra pissed.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Watson off play action. Oh, the ball is out.
Oh, it's Mackie Mac.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken.
Why are you not dropping the guy's back?
And he'll take this one in
Pissing me out.
Texans touchdown.
Well, I do it, and I'm trying to, like, hurry up and get the triangle and get him to drop back, and they're not
now in the
freaking
ball
doing it.
game.
I'm about
And
ready
the
to
Texans
scrap
push
this shit.
further out in
Pissing me
front.
off.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game,
Right.
Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
This fielded at the 2.
I'll help you.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Like right now, what you need to be doing is you need to be doubling Hill. Give cushion.
You don't want to do that. Because when Miko has no one, he's going to go one-on-one and
Do
destroy
I
that.
still have Sammy Watkins on the other side?
Nah, I got rid of him. I got Miko Hardman on me. There's a plus
Nico's
there.
not.
KC
Nico ain't
offense
shit.
out of the huddle, ready for their next
man
drive.
under this
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play that? Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
55, Mike 55. Hey, last track. I'm coming after you. I'm coming hard.
Now here's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Told you, underneath. Nico. Did I not?
This is it. 19. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It was a good job on the computer there.
Now a first down throw. Watson. That is taken down. A Chiefs sack.
He's ridiculous.
Khalil Mack. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do.
I'm
This
gonna
is
walk in
something that we
tomorrow
are
with a fucking
starting to
helmet.
witness time and time again.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Watson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
Get out of
It's
here.
incomplete. 16 seconds now.
I had
on the
last
clock.
second I was able to get him to
But
bail.
one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Fucking loser.
Fucking nerd.
24. Hey, watch the slant.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Told you he was going to stop.
Stretch it, Daddy. Stretch it so good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Why you do that like that?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
So I'm playing KO,
and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I'm just saying, the hardest thing you heard of it. Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for us. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh my God, man.
So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great
Team defenders are so mean.
Someone's
they
put some
want to
time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You got that poop dick. Who doesn't have a good poop dick? That's my question.
Watson to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Oh.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on! 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got him. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is taken at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Check him out. Check the call. Check the call. Attack. 55. Mike 55. Silver. Scene 6. Mike 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh my God!
Gibson.
Hung him up like a motherfucker.
There as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
Out of the gun, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Hunt. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Are you serious?
Take care
I was
of it,
hitting rat
but you have
catch.
to be
You just
careful
kept.
about
Oh
being
my
too
God.
cautious, because now you can't run any
What the
offense at
fuck
all.
is
Don't
going
want to attack.
on?
We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 41. Watch the run. Why? 41 Mike. Right here. Let's go, baby.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
This is a good game, guys. Good game.
No pick, just incomplete that time.
Work off to it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that. That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All right, gentlemen.
They had a punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense.
It's a foot race. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 72 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Watson now to throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. To throw on third down. Watson. Stills bringing it in.
Yeah, how did he even catch that?
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I apologize for my sound effects.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
15. 41's the mark. 41's the mark. Exit. Check 41. I know he ain't got it.
Now Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh my God, man. Holy
down
shit.
there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
43, 15. 41. We got to wedge that, huh? Here we go. Hey, 41's Mike. Charlie. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! Mike. Yellow. Mike, 41. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right 7. Let's go. Switch.
Damn it.
And that'll set him back 5.
Dude, I was getting ready to be like, I really hope he doesn't realize.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Bound to lose 1. 41, 57. Check. 41.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He hits White, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
I had to move out there.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Flush to his right.
Hey, wrong guy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I don't know why they started.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run right side with Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. The tackle that time by William Hayes. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, it's Hunt. He will push his way down to about the 14. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Houston, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yo. I lost. 31-26. I was down 17 in the fourth. There's a bunch of fluky weird shit.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game
I'll put some KO,
made
give
a
me a
shiver,
second.
but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer.
I'll be right back.
Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats, bitch, I'm through. Sit back, ain't nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird.
Let me take this broadcast off.